I just want to check one thing. Good. I want to make sure my external mic is connected. I'm in the side of town where the Thai restaurants are, and I decided to stream in this 7-Eleven. And it's interesting because I'm going to go, there's just a room here. Nobody else in here but me. And what's really cool is over to the right there is a restroom in case I need it. Eating a 7-Eleven sandwich. They have this like a 3-section cheese sandwich. It's actually quite good. Got no complaints. So I want to say hi to everyone on Africa TV, YouTube, Facebook, and Kicks. So out in the park earlier, I met some really nice young Filipino gentlemen, and they just added me on Facebook, so maybe they're watching. So I want to say hi. Hey, you guys. Fist bump. Now, I want to cover something, and it's going to be tough. And I have this drink here, you know, this like sparkling water. I have the cheese sandwich and all these distractions, but I have 2 sisters. They're both younger, so in Chinese we say Da, Mei Mei, and Xiao, Mei Mei, depicting the older younger sister and the younger sister, and the older younger sister's husband is on his deathbed. I got a call this morning at 7:30. It woke me up, and talked to my sister and her husband on FaceTime. This may seem weird. Ashish, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks. This may seem weird. Both my parents have passed. My father passed and my mother passed. But I never actually dealt with like a deathbed situation before, you know, where the person was cognizant and I was able to talk to them. And so the first question I asked was, how you doing, man? What a stupid thing to say to somebody. You said not too good. I think I would have preferred an ice pick. Just, you know. Anyway, I haven't actually gotten the word yet that he's passed, but it could come any moment. But man, oh man. Feel dumb. So anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing better than me. You can see, I got my haircut, and I did something that maybe many of you thought I wouldn't. I actually trimmed my thumbnails. Now I know it's a guitar player's kind of a thing, but they were so long that it's actually interfering with my quality of life, which seems stupid. It seems like something you see in the Guinness World Book of Records. And we've seen this where people have like 2 meter long, fingernails, and you wonder, what do they do for a living? Matthew Fistbump, good to see you. What in the world does somebody with a couple meters long, fingernails do for a living? So I appreciate it, man. And you have to retype that. I understand. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, he had a good run, but the thing is, he's only 4 years older than me, but the last 7 years was just horrific. And it's cancer. What's interesting was my sister related a couple stories where it's kind of a reflection on the medical system in the United States. Well, my sister said that she brought her husband in for a checkup, and a doctor was looking at his records and go, "I'm sorry, I don't. Who are you?" And he spoke up and to remind the doctor, and the doctor was actually shocked. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd never see you again." Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Very well, which may or may not be okay, dependent. But she has a big support group. She has her 3 sons, their wives, the grandchildren. My other sister's there. I'm not sure about my brother, but she's surrounded by something like 20-something people. Excuse me. But their personal faith is strong, which helps a lot. Because if you don't believe in anything, it's kind of hard, right? But depending on what your faith is, it can be very strong, very strengthening. But the other thing too is this wasn't sudden. They had a long time to discuss it. And my sister showed me, they live in a beautiful house. And she scanned the room, and so I saw the family members. Amazing. And she showed me out the window, and the sun was setting, and they live on a lake, and look out the window, and the lake is right there. And my sister said, it's just how I wanted it. So, yeah. So, I promised myself that I wouldn't break down when I talk about this. When my sister was born, I was 1 year and 2 months old, and I gave her a nickname as soon as I could talk. I called her Janny Bug. Her name is Jan. I called her Janny Bug. And I've always admired her husband. He's been an exemplary man, exemplary husband. I wish I could have measured up to the standard that he set, but I don't. And I just thanked him for being the man he was, and I thanked him for taking such good care of my Janny Bug. And I'm surprised that I can actually say that without breaking down. And I had to end the call. I've done some hard stuff. saying those words was one of the hardest things I've ever had to say. Not because I didn't mean it. And then I said the final words that did in the call. I said, I believe in the resurrection and I'll see you on the other side. And he and my sister both affirmed that. So it's like, wow. Anyway, for those of you who know me for a long time, thank you for allowing me to kind of expound this. And yeah, they are, man. They suck. They definitely suck. Excuse me. Something stuck in my throat. I have some kind of physiological thing where stuff gets stuck in my throat. Maybe it's because it's so wrinkled. Anyway. That's good. Personally, I do not like to attend funerals because death makes me angry. You see, I know why humans die. I know the reason. And it makes me furious. It's all because of a liar, trying to prove a liar wrong. It's infuriating to me. So the only thing that keeps me going is that it can be made right again. And you know, what it comes down to is patience and being able to wait. And a lot of things in life are like that. You know, people who suffered injustice sometimes wait decades, right, for vindication. So anyway, but yeah. So it's, you know, Sunday night, and yeah, I met some pretty cool Filipino guys, and I went to the Thai place tonight. It has some pretty nice dishes. I'll show the dishes to you if you want. Whoa, oh boy. I kicked the table and the gimbal went like, whoa. Actually held it level, but it started to tip. I didn't load these in, but let me see. Oh, I want to show you this too. There is a Thai liquor called Hong Tong. Okay, I will. Thank you. Hong Tong, right, is wait a minute, Line Group. Line Group. Then I don't think you're the person I think you are. Oh, it's confusing. I wish you'd use your real name. So, anyway, Hong Tong is a kind of spirit. It's a distilled spirits that they have in Thailand. And I haven't ever seen it in Taiwan, and I saw it tonight, and it's $250 for a small bottle, so I got a small bottle. But then I went to this Thai restaurant, and somebody had a large bottle, a 700 milliliter bottle. It's 35% alcohol, so it's a little bit on the light side. But the deal is I asked them how much it was. They said they didn't know. They just got there, and it was already there, so that's weird. So anyway, this is a dish I had the lady make, and my iPhone photos are not going to display in 16:9 in Prism until there's an update because of the issue that we found. But that is a deep fried pork called muglob with cabbage and garlic. And it's a simple dish, but it was amazing. And sometimes the simplest dishes are just fantastic. And this, of course, is kapao, the famous dish of Thailand. But I had them make it with the muglob, and the muglob is, of course, deep fried slices of pork with the rind, you know, the skin and the fat layer on it. And this is another dish that was just off the charts. It was amazing. Anyway, so that's why I call this a hard day's night. Now, I saw a photo on Facebook the other day. I want to make sure that I'm not zoomed in. And it reminded me of some photos that I took in Taiwan back in 2004 when I was living in Taoyuan. I lived in a apartment building on the 7th floor, and looking directly out my window to the east was mountains, and they're beautiful. So, oh yeah. Well, it is. I mean, you really, really can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that restaurant. So I'm looking out at the east all the time, and I have some just amazing, amazing pictures. And I don't think I have any of the other. I don't think I have any of the other ones here. The iPhone is ridiculously difficult for me because it just doesn't make any sense. I can't like go to Google Photos and download them and have them show up. You know, they go to this download folder which isn't available, and there's no file browser. Well, there is a file browser, but it gives you like a narrow range. I don't know. iPhone is stupid. It works very well for multimedia, but you just can't access the damn media. Anyway, okay, sorry. Lately, I'm sorry, every single stream I have is some kind of iPhone rant because I'm still getting used to it. But I saw a photo on Facebook, and it showed some light rays emanating from a point at the horizon, okay? And the interesting thing is the person who posted the pictures said that they were looking east at sunset, not west. So everybody knows that due to the rotation of the Earth, the sun, at least currently, rises easterly and sets westerly. So that got me thinking, I remember this. And so I was looking out the window one day and saw these very broad, several of them, like 3 of them or 4 of them, broad light beams coming from the mountains. But that's east. So where I was behind me was west. That's the other side of the building. And I didn't, I wasn't looking out the window on that side. I was only looking out the window on the east side. So in order to avoid any confusion or any, accusations, I had some of those sliding windows with the lock. I just lifted the windows out and took them out of the frame so there's an open frame, and this is what I got. Look at this. Do you see those beams? They're very subtle, but they're also very distinct. If you look right in the center in particular, you will see that there's a very dark band, and the bands are triangular. There's a vanishing point. They become smaller and pointed towards the vanishing point, and as they come closer in perspective towards the viewer, they get bigger. You see that? Here's another one. Yeah, but what causes them? You see, here's the thing. If you look at this, right, you would figure, okay, well, it's a mountain range. So wherever you see, the blockage, right in the middle of the screen, okay, so you've got one on the left, got one in the middle, and you've got a couple on the right, and those have got to be like mountain peaks or something that are blocking the light. But what the heck are they blocking? That's my question. I'm looking east. These were taken in July at like, almost the golden hour. So it's too bad you didn't. Too bad you didn't get a photo. There's all kinds of cool weather phenomenon, and there's a lot of sharp people. And so if you post something about weather phenomenon, usually someone will say that's some kind of a rare cloud formation or this and that and the other, right? But yeah, and here, the same day, look at this. But they look like they're in slightly different positions, and it looks like the source of the light has shifted to the left. I just don't know what this is. And why? What's the light source? Sun was setting. Okay, I can understand that, because if there's anything, blocking it, like, who knows, buildings, who knows, towers, mountains, but this is looking east at sunset. The sun is at my back on the other side of the building. I'm in a bedroom that doesn't even communicate directly with another room that can look westward. So, and the western windows in that apartment looked into a courtyard, so I couldn't see the sunset if my life depended on it. So I don't know. But there it is. Yeah, it is weird. Those are my mysterious photos for today. So there you got them. I'll post them in the line group if you guys want to see them. But yeah. So anything, Matthew, that you got like that, I'd love to see that. And of course, if you give me permission, I'd love to share that with others. So yeah. So I see Myrna Weil, I think it's pronounced Weil, she has liked my Facebook live stream. So welcome if you're watching, I appreciate it. I'm using my little fan tonight. It kind of looks like a radio. It's a squirrel cage fan with the output here. And they have these connectors for a strap to hang around your neck, but I'm just using the stand, and it's pointing it at me, and boy, it makes a big difference. We've had tremendous humidity here in Taiwan in the last couple of weeks. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to sign off. And I normally like to visit with you guys and talk for a longer period of time. But I'm absolutely, hey Jen, how you doing? Yes, that sounds familiar, Matthew. That sounds familiar. Can you post a link to that? I appreciate that. Sorry about that, Jan. I've only been on for like 24 minutes, and I'm just not up to it. But I want to say hi to everybody and share a little bit about that at the beginning, because my brother-in-law, he's on his deathbed. But he's also fooled people. And I haven't gotten, like the message yet, and so who knows? He may fool everybody, and that would be amazing. I'm not complaining. So yeah. So I'm gonna stop by the Simple Mart on the way home. I'm gonna get a big bag of Cheetos. I'm gonna put my earplugs or my earbuds in. I'm gonna watch some Curiosity TV and kind of veg out, and just, yeah, that's what I do. I got a little bit more studio work to do tomorrow, and the album Sunset's Bones will finally be done. Now I appreciate it. Thank you, Matthew. I want to see that again. Your mother faked a fall? Wait a minute, hold on. You're taking care of your mother, right? And not just her, but another family member, right, Jan? She faked a fall? Why would she do that? For attention? Boy, that's, okay, I don't want to assume anything, but whoa. That's bad. I can't tell you what to do. 3 years ago, wow. But I know what I would have done. Man, oh man, that's just amazing what people do for attention. I know what's worse. Older people who are ignored and do stuff that for attention, or politicians or stars who want to remain relevant and they do weird things. But yeah, wow, so really. Hey, how's it going? Roxy Rue. Oh, MF, I appreciate it. Man, what a cool name. That's cool. Oh, she passed away last month. Well, all is forgiven. I'm really sorry to hear that, Jan. Man, oh man. So Roxy Rue, by the way, is one of my studio clients from California, so I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Good to see you. Wow. Nah, it's always a good hang. Thank you too, Matthew. Now, listen. Now I can't go. I can't go because MF just showed up, you know, and that's just how it is. But hey, Frank, how's it going? Nah, I appreciate it. All right, you know, raining is okay in camping as long as you can dry the gear out, but you know, I appreciate it. But yeah, Frank, you know, it's like I said, it's the first time that I actually dealt with someone on their deathbed. You probably yourself have had this experience, and just don't do what I did. I still feel like an idiot because the first question I said was, "So how you doing?" No, I appreciate it. No, it's cool. And I wanted to because, you know, I love all you guys and it's important. But, of course, he said not too good. And I'm just going, duh. Ugh. Anyway, let me show you the view out the window here because it's, let me see. It is, oh, sorry, let me flip this around. Local time is midnight 26. And so this is a 7-Eleven, and we're in a corner. And there's some people walking in the street because at any time, day or night, people can walk here and it's completely safe. That's a high life across the street. And some of the most of the Thai restaurants are down this way, some Vietnam restaurants. And some interesting stuff on the wall. I don't know if that's Hindu or what. Anyway, over there is the restroom. So I like it, so I can just get up and like, you know. And even over there, you know, they have some, I don't know what this is, but like it might be some, that stuff to me looks Thai from my extensive travels in Thailand. A lot of it looks like that came from the Kingdom of Thailand, and that's just like a, you know, this is like a curio counter in 7-Eleven of all places. So anyway, yeah, the benefit of having a smooth gimbal. So I've had my little cheese sandwich, so that's the thing. You know, that's true. That's true. And we've had some reminders recently about that, where you don't necessarily have to say anything. You just have to be there. You have to be there for them, and that's the most important thing, right? You let them know that you're there. But all of us are confronted by situations where we don't know what to do. We don't know, there's no protocol. I mean, it hasn't been explained to us. And death is basically foreign to all of us. And so when we face it, a lot of times we don't know what to do. And you know, anybody else, of course, if the situation is reversed, you know, you go, okay, it's fine, it's no problem, I understand. But when it's you, you go, oh yeah. Well, we certainly hope so. That is the goal. But when it's you have a tendency to like, you know, we're always harder on ourselves than anyone else. Isn't that true? I mean, I'm the hardest person on me that I know. I don't let up on myself. But that's how it is. But anyway, for those who've just joined, I showed this earlier, but I want to show it some more time. Because somebody on Facebook posted some interesting photos of some light beams that, you know, they were emanating from some vanishing point down by the horizon and spreading into the sky. Yet the sun was behind them. They were pointing east. And the same thing happened to me in Taiwan in 2004 when I took this picture. I'm looking at the Central Mountain Range and the sun's behind me, and it's basically the golden hour and maybe even towards the blue hour. And that's one photo. There's another photo, the same thing. And you could clearly see it was much more discernible with the eyes than, you know, with a digital camera. But you can clearly see that there are some kind of rays, some kind of light blockage of some kind, but I have no idea what that is because the sun was behind me. So some mystery to solve, and I like solving mysteries. So, but I haven't experienced that. But I've experienced a myriad of other phenomenon in Taiwan. I should probably go through my vast photo archive and document them, but who has time, man? I got records to make. So, all right, I gotta go. You guys take care. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna get a snack at the store. Like I said, I'm gonna put my earbuds in. I'm gonna listen to Curiosity TV. I'm gonna veg out and prepare myself, because tomorrow I have to do one more revision on a mix that I'm doing. And I think I'm done with that. And I'm moving on to the next project. You guys take care. Fist bump. I love all of you. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.